Welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Oh Hell Yeah. We're here in Spiderhouse Rule Studios.
One of us is in very high spirits.
You know what? I don't like talking about sports in this podcast because sports is a fleeting news source.
Sure.
What's in today is out tomorrow.
Sure, not like...
It's like bread, day-old bread. No one wants day-old bread. Day-old sports sucks.
It's not like Putin's poop suitcase or anything. That sticks around.
Yeah, that leaves a mark.
Yeah.
But we have our respective home teams. Mm-hmm. And they're playing each other. I dreaded this moment for so long. For a while. And my Toronto Blue Jays are down 2-0.
2-0 to my close personal friends, the Seattle Mariners.
Now, it's my fault.
You did this?
I did this, and here's why. In a week, this is going to be a moot point. Someone's team from this room will be in the World Series.
Is that guaranteed by the time this is at? Yeah, by the time we record again, we'll know. Yeah.
I was already on kayak.
Were you?
Flights.
Yeah.
Pricing out World Series tickets.
Yep.
Telling my mom might be there at the end of October.
Be there.
Guess I'm spending Halloween in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, so how does this work? Should I tell my mom, like, hey, can't go over Christmas because I'm going to be there for the World Series?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? What if they play the Dodgers? Wouldn't that be kind of funny that I went all the way to another country to watch a team when I could have just went down the street, maybe save more money by getting a ticket? But then again, it wouldn't be amongst my peeps.
Right.
Had all these things. And then there was a second tier of me wondering, do I wear the hat during the show? Do I rub it into a friend? Why? He's already down. They've never been. Do I even bring it up? I mean, it's kind of he's gonna walk in here and be like, "Wow, they're down 2-0. Of course, they had a long flight. They're under. Their pitching is.
You knew I was gonna want to talk about it.
Oh man, you know what? All I can say is go Dodgers. I mean,
sure. For now, I'm comfortable with saying go Dodgers. I'd certainly like to see them beat the Milwaukee Brewers. I can only
assume. So the only storyline that I'm going to come across, I'm going to spread around from this podcast is that my dear friend Brent Flyberg hates seeing foreigners win, and he wants them out of his country.
Don't worry, I've already called ICE. They're not going to let the Toronto Blue Jays into my hometown,
even though Naylor is a Canadian.
Yeah.
Brent is hometown.
Mississauga legend.
Not even the city. Not even the country, really.
Josh Naylor.
Yeah. His brothers are all first-round draft picks. And
yeah.
Actually, he's a proud Canadian kid. But he decided to burn his hometown team.
Yep.
But this is not a sports podcast. Even though I cling on to sports as a small way of having some sort of male alpha victories in my life. But... the important thing is I didn't get in a fight with my wife about it.
That's good. That's good.
That's not true. I did.
Oh, yeah. Maddie and I got in a small fight about it,
really?
too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least, see what happened.
We made up very quickly. And in fact, Eddie, we've already committed to...
breaking up? Oh, not that I want that, but I could use your spare time for the podcast.
No, we already committed to World Series.
What did you commit to?
So my friend... we were chatting during the most recent Dodgers Mariners game, and he committed to a suite. And in order to commit to the suite at that price, he had to also commit to 2 games for the next season in the suite. But you don't know him, so it's fine. He's dropping $26,000.
$1,000 on World Series tickets.
On a suite.
For a potential World Series.
He had to get an extended line of credit to do this.
Wait. What if they don't go in? Then he gets the money back?
He gets the money back.
Okay.
And he's charging us, X amount of dollars per head. But we're committed. If they go...
How much money are you dropping if you go to the World Series?
$1,000.
That's not bad.
It's not crazy. For a Mariners, it sucks because I was telling Maddie, boy, did I feel like a loser because I've been waiting for this my whole life. I'm 39. An age you might think
you look every inch of it.
You got $1,000 laying around by the time Brent, you'll have $1,000 laying around by
I'm
the
sure
time
when you
you're
started this
39.
podcast, you thought to yourself, you know what? I'll just use funds from the podcast if the Mariners ever get to the World Series.
Come on, Blue Chew, start giving us money so I can
Please.
go see the World Series.
You know what? I blame Russia. No oligarchs will buy us out, so we can't go to the World Series and watch our respective teams.
dude? What the fuck?
So you got in a fight because...
Well, the night before, I was freaking out about buying tickets, and I was hard to say
what
what
does
the
a freak out with you? You're so even keeled.
I was just like, they're like $900. Do you want to go? And I don't know, just the way that I asked was not. It didn't make it clear that I wanted her to come. I was just like, they're $900.
Right.
Yeah. So we got in a little bit of a fight, but we made it pretty fast, and then decided. And then, and I'm so glad I passed on that, because now I'm paying roughly the same amount, and instead of sitting in the seats like a plebe, I'll be in a freaking suite, dude.
Yeah, well, we have to get there first.
Right. Assuming they get there, we don't know. We don't know
here's
anything
the
yet.
fight I got in with my wife.
Okay. Oh yeah. Gimme.
The Jays have already lost. Okay, and then here's the thing: my wife is not really into leftovers. She's not really a leftovers person. I
Okay.
am.
Right.
Maybe it's my indigenous roots from South America.
Right.
But I like the whole animal.
Sure.
Give me everything.
Yeah.
Give me I want the skin to wear. I want to eat the protein.
Yes.
I want the bones to create tools.
Mash up the bones and the internal organs
Yes.
and make them into little patties and then fry them and sell me McNuggets.
Like my Canadian indigenous Inuit brothers, I would love to have some bone goggles.
Sure, would love bone goggles.
You know what bone goggles
I don't know
are?
about bone goggles.
Do yourself a favor. Look up bone goggles. They're fucking badass.
Okay.
I think the Inuits, which is the indigenous people, and in some parts of America, they would like to refer them as Eskimos, which is a slur.
Eskimo's a slur.
Eskimo slur means
Okay.
raw meat eater in their language.
Okay.
And by they, I mean one indigenous group.
Okay.
But they have bone goggles, which are just like a thin piece of bone, caribou bone, and they have a slit in them, so you
It's like sun protection in the snow.
from the sun glare from the snow, so you don't have to squint your eyes. You just look through the bones. So they're actually the first sunglasses.
Damn, I bet they look cool as hell.
They do look cool. Actually, the bone goggles look pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool. Looks like something Pharrell would wear on the red carpet. Somewhere. I'm like, what are those? These are Inuit bone goggles from a certain tribe.
That'll be our merch. We'll make bone goggles.
Yeah. And they'll be all
Out of coyote bones, because he's tracking the coyotes.
I'm following them home like a pervert. Where you going? You go to home? Anyway, so my wife doesn't like having leftovers. Doesn't like leftovers. So the fridge is full of leftover food that she refuses to eat. Not because she's better than that, because she's like, I get it. Some people don't like reheated.
Some people don't like leftovers.
Reheated corn on the cob. I get it.
Corn on the cob? You guys are eating corn on the cob?
Oh yeah, just boil it, wrap it in some foil, put it in the oven.
Sure, yeah. I haven't had corn on the cob in so long. I just never think to get
Come
that
on,
for
it's
myself.
not in season.
I love corn on the cob.
Yeah, we have a barrage of different foods. But anyway, and I just got frustrated. Like, there's so many leftovers in our fridge. I hate wasting food.
Mm-hmm.
This is money. This is not good. She's like, okay, relax. I'm sorry. You're mad that your team lost.
Got your ass.
And then I had to correct her. Listen, bitch. Out of all the ALCS matchups there's ever been, home teams have lost two in a row and come back 10% of the time. There's still a chance. They're underperforming. They're putting lumber on the ball. They're just not finding the holes. Okay. We're facing a home run heavy team. They've got a lot of long ball wins here. Let's just let the series play out. They could get nervous in front of their hometown fans. There might be a lot of Canadians there because of Vancouver's very close by. We'll see. And you never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. But of course, you didn't call her the B word.
No.
Of
I
course
love her
not,
too
of
much.
course not.
I actually didn't say any of that. I said, yeah, that is. I said, yeah. Well, I am sad they're losing. But I've always been a Dodger fan.
Yeah, it'll be real easy.
You could argue. Listen, I moved here when I was 32. I'm 44.
Older than that now.
I'm 44. I've been here for 12 years. You could argue that I'm equal, if not as much time, even though I was in Canada for 32 years. But how much of those years did I actually live?
Exactly. You were
maybe like the last 10.
Maybe.
So I'm actually more American.
I mean,
I've
you're
lived more.
Legally?
I've lived more.
You've
here.
lived, yes. Not
More
in terms
here.
of years, but
I
in
was-
terms of life lived?
Yes.
Come on.
The moment I got here, Tinder started. I was boning and swiping and getting STD
He
checks.
got married here.
Yeah. I've several failing podcasts here.
Several.
Several.
Soon to be one more.
Oh, yes. So I'm more of an LA person.
Sure,
I've
sure,
lived
sure.
more here. And that's what I probably
Yeah.
would say to a ICE officer if he would ever ask me, like, wait, are you from here? I'm like, well, I've lived here.
I've lived here for. Look at the Dodgers hat.
Yeah.
It's just this series is really just seeing which one of us puts on a Dodgers hat.
I mean, what sounds
sooner.
more American? You know, I have Hispanic roots. My mom's not from here. I'm a phony, and I'm faking it till I make it.
That's a Dodgers fan if I've ever heard one.
I mean, yeah. I
Yeah.
just need to light some fireworks and chase some coyotes around town.
And then you're in, buddy.
Anyway, so it's okay. I'm commiserating with my friends back home. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's my fault. I've planned too ahead.
Yeah, that's
That's
got to feel bad.
I asked
yeah.
ChatGPT, how do I podcast my friend whose team's losing?
That's funny. I asked ChatGPT, how do I make $2,000 fast?
That doesn't involve my organs, any kind of bodily fluid.
Yeah.
And it's like analyzing. Let me resurface this later.
Well, it told me to start a successful podcast. I was like, God damn it!
Really? You know what's
No,
funny?
it told me to do payday loans.
My payday loans. What do you mean?
Payday loans? They're just like short-term loans.
Oh,
They
like-
just call them payday
like
loans.
Money
Don't
Mart?
do it. Yeah,
like
they're
Money Mart type of thing.
Yeah.
Like super high interest. Like,
Yeah.
Like we give you $800, you give us back $4,000.
$10,000 over the course of your life. Yeah.
You know, the places you find in underprivileged areas that
Yeah.
are kind of just waiting for the last month to come around so people have to pay their rent with
Yeah.
you know, the scums of
Really
society.
cool late stage capitalism stuff.
Yeah, and they're like, well, they can only assume this person's using this to probably fund their life. They have some sort of misfortune, maybe an accident of some sort.
Yeah.
Maybe a relative has a medical bill. Nah, I just want to go see a team play baseball in a state. Even though, what if they play the Dodgers? Is it cheaper to go buy a Dodgers ticket
Probably.
than flying
Almost certainly.
flying all the way north?
But it's like you said, I want to be
amongst your peeps.
I want to be in the city when the series ends.
Here's another thing too: is that you don't want to be in the city of the opposite team because everyone's having a good time, and you're just like,
Yeah,
"Gah."
that would suck to be here when the Dodgers win.
if you're
If it's Dodgers Mariners and it would suck to be
that
here.
would suck. Anyway, enough about sports. I
hold
can
on.
only hope that if the when the Jays or whatever team goes to Seattle to play either in a league championship series or World Series, that the National Guard shows up and just fucking puts a halt to it.
Takes them out. Before we go too far away from sports, I want to talk about the guys sitting behind home plate. Did you see these guys?
This is why Canadians. This is why we're not doing well. Boys, act like you've been there before. Can we not? There was a guy behind, Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh, 60 home runs, first switch hitter to hit that many.
if you're not familiar,
a
he's
class act of a man.
a really great baseball player. He's so cute.
Yeah.
And he's hitting so many home runs, and he's got a nickname, Big Dumper, because
Because
got
he has a large-
big fat ass.
He has a large caboose, which gives him a lot of torque.
Got to have a backyard to go
And
yard.
then
What Griffey
some
said.
moron decided, you know what? I'm going to drop $5,000 on a home on a home
On
plate
front row, right behind home plate, as close to the action as you can get,
And
on
I'm-
camera the whole game.
and I'm going to get a butt plug with the number 29 on my shirt and really just troll him. Guys, act like you've been there before.
God, it was so
It
funny.
angered me. I was like, what are we doing? What is this? And this is the problem with Canada. And I love my native homeland, even though I'm more of an LA guy. There's hockey culture in Canada.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what hockey culture is, it's the most, how do I put this? Growing up in Canada, if you were a closeted man, join a hockey team. Because there's going to be gay dares.
Yeah.
There's going to be gay razzing.
I can't speak to hockey culture specifically, but I can say all the gayest stuff I've ever seen was at baseball practice.
And here's why. Here's why hockey has the most gay razzing. What is it called?
I don't know, homoerotic
No,
hijinks?
what do they call when they initiate you?
Hazing.
Hazing. This is why hockey has the most gay hazing among all the sports. Because it's all white boys. You don't got minorities or black guys being like, yo, this is gay. We're not all going to jizz on a pizza and the last guy to eat it is gay. We're all not going to have sex with the same woman and then all of us are just watching each other do it. I'm telling you, growing up in Canada, some of the most gayest thing I ever heard was not in a bar. It was in a hockey locker room.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, you guys all just pee on each other and the first guy to wince is a loser?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. No. Dude, I'm telling you.
I believe it.
I'm telling you, and it was all straight, white, closeted men that just loved to hit in a puck and just be like, all right, let's go back, let's get drunk, and let's all tag team one woman. But most of us just watch one guy do it, so we could just be like, cheer him on and be like, hey, look at his cock going inside of her. Isn't that fun?
Good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun. I'm not gay bashing, but when it's the most homophobic guys doing gay things, I'm like, well, what are we doing here?
What's going on, guys?
So anyway, I think it permeates. Permeates, is that the word?
Yeah, that's a word.
Permeate. I think it kind of seeps into all sports culture.
Yeah.
And then you got a guy who here's the thing, like, dude, you just went to like a t-shirt shop and said, give me a butt plug on a shirt.
I know. That's the best
That's the
part.
part.
That's the best part is did he custom make it?
Yes, he did.
But I mean, did he...
It had a number 29 in the butt plug.
Does he have a screen printer at home or did he go to someone and say, here's what I'm thinking. Do you know what a butt plug is? I can get a picture if you need one.
Yeah. Or I could just draw it from memory or I
Yeah.
could just show you. Well, actually, let me just take one out of me right now and you could just draw it right in front of me.
Yeah. And in an attempt to own someone else, this guy's wearing a shirt with a butt plug on it. You put on a shirt with a butt plug on it.
And I really hope there was a jacket on the back of your chair because you just walked around with a butt plug 29.
Well, they made him cover up.
Did they really?
Yeah. I mean, I assume someone made him cover up or he put it on in shame because it's so funny in that video of Cal Raleigh hitting the home run. He's like, you can visibly see him like, oh.
And then he hit a home run. I always felt the guy stood up and like, no, like, yeah, butt plug guy. What are we doing? Dude, do you have a wife? Is there anyone in your life
There's
that's...
no chance that guy has a wife.
Do you have anything in your life that's of anyone of any importance that would say, hey, don't do that?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. If he had talked to one woman somewhere between getting the idea and going to that game, they would have said, you cannot do that.
A piece of me saw that guy. I was like, we're going to lose the series. And here's the thing. Back to my homoerotic hockey boy culture. What are you really saying? This is funny. This would go in his ass.
That would stop him. We're going to plug him up.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. I wouldn't put a dick that's gay, but how about something that mimics
something
a dick?
like a dick? Butt plug's not gay. Not gay.
I mean, what was it? I love that. I wonder if he was workshopping. Like, should I do anal beads? And each bead has a 29 on it.
A diaper.
Yeah, a diaper. A diaper is kind of geriatric. It's kind of making fun of the elderly, which I think is beneath me. Maybe if I do like anal beads and each bead is his head. Or maybe like each beat is a Mariner. We got Julio Rodriguez here. We got Polanco here. We got the Dan Wilson, the coach here.
Yeah,
Heck, let's put Edgar Martinez and little Omar Vizquel's head here.
Could have been anal beads with all the faces of the starting rotation of the Blue Jays because they're gonna cram each one up his butt.
Yeah,
till he
they're
can't
gonna go
walk.
high and tight or in and tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, boys. This ain't the rink.
No.
All right. This is the baseball field. This is a sport with tradition and decorum. Mm-hmm. They wear belts on
They wear belts.
They wear belts for God's sake.
Belts are getting crazy. Have you noticed that?
Are they?
Yeah, dude. A lot of Mariners with shiny belts.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, it really is the gentleman of the jockey sports.
Sure.
Because you can argue that golf is a jockey, but there's country clubs and whatever. But in terms of like guys sport, I think baseball has the most.
They're the only one wearing pants.
It's not as violent. There's not as
They're
like
wearing belts. They got buttons on.
They got buttons.
They're
on.
all wearing necklaces.
They got stirrups and tights, and
Yeah.
they're allowed to wear their jewelry out.
They're allowed to wear their jewelry,
Yeah.
and they're wearing it.
Yeah, and they're wearing it.
And they're wearing like women's jewelry. Maddie, I forget what they're called now, but Maddie was telling me that they've started wearing these a lot of guys are wearing these necklaces now that are popular with women, but I don't remember what they're called.
Is this a performative male thing where it's like, hey, I'm an ally. Don't
Kind
worry.
of.
I'm not gonna manipulate you or gaslight you. I wear your jewelry. For
Kind
God's
of.
sake.
Yeah. It's like, it's not the same as like, because Jock Peterson for a while was wearing pearls.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's something like that where it's like, has typically been a type of necklace that only women wear. And I think it's like a trendy brand or designer or something. But I've
Right.
noticed that Andre Munoz had one on.
You know, it's funny. This is where we're at the impetus of like sort of TikTok young boy meme culture infiltrating the sports world. Whereas like you got like, you know, guys wearing pearls and painting their nails, and guys like Charles Barkley are losing their friggin' mind, being like,
Hey man, he's got nails on. I don't know. I don't never go no salon before I play basketball.
Those women in San Antonio.
Anyway,
Hold on. One more thing about Butt Plug Guy. I was so distracted by the guy next to Butt Plug Guy.
oh, the arms boy,
The biggest guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy was so.
They call him Thoronto.
Thoronto. That's good. That's good. He's built. The guy is built like, yeah, like Thor. Like The Rock got his hands on super serum. Like he's so massive, and I felt crazy because I kept noticing this guy
fucking built.
and I was taking screenshots and sending them to my friends, being like, "Are you guys seeing this guy? He's so big."
I know.
And in that was how someone then texted me back and was like, "Is the guy next to him wearing a butt plug on his shirt?" And I was like, "Oh my god, how did I miss that?"
I was just shaking my head. Like, boys, we're on a world stage here. Fox, FS1. The whole world is seeing this game. And when they're like, what are the Canadians up to? You know, a bunch of those Labatt drinking, hockey loving, fucking fighting, very apologetic, very, very friendly fucking yahoos doing up there. Oh, they're wearing butt plug shirts.
Butt plug shirts.
And clearly not.
And lifting.
And lifting and ignoring leg day like you wouldn't believe.
That guy was so big.
I know.
That guy was so big. It was.
I think if I was that big, I would not want to be in front of people.
What do you get that big for if not to get in front of people and be like, look at how fucking big I am? He was like, he needed 3 seats.
This is the beauty about being a millennial is that I can look past that. We can look past that. I can be like, when in the 80s, you see a guy that big, that guy is the epitome of man. As a millennial, you see a guy that big, you think he's creating an armor because he's a fragile, broken boy inside.
Yeah, there's probably something wrong with him.
He was either touched or hurt or something a little metaphysically or, you know, metaphorically, and he has to create a armor of muscle and skin. And me, withered and small and frail, I don't have that problem.
Clearly, there's nothing wrong with him.
Nothing wrong with me. I just have to be in front of people, helping for their approval. So
Well adjusted.
well adjusted. I'm not looking for my dad's approval at all.
No.
Not in the eye of a stranger in a small bar in the corner of a room.
Definitely not.
No. I'm way more well adjusted than that guy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You could beat him in a mental fight for sure.
Yeah, I could definitely.
Physically, he'd tear us both in half.
I think if you know, sure, he could tear me in half. But if he had to talk to a woman and be open, might be a tie.
Might be, yeah, it'd be close.
It'd be close.
It'd be pretty close.
He'd be telling about his crypto portfolio, and I'd just be, you know, making fun of myself to the point where she wonders if I even like myself. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, enough about these sports. Don't really mean anything.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
And anyone who thinks they do is a fucking small man. Okay. It doesn't matter. God, if they win, I would never. If they came back and won, and I sit down I'd be insufferable.
That'd be the end of the podcast.
You better hope.
That'd be the end of the podcast.
You better hope they don't lose 4 straight.
That would,
because if they lose 4 straight, I'm insufferable.
I'm on Suey watch.
I'm insufferable.
Yeah, I bet.
because it's one thing. Because I'm so low right now, and I was before the series. I'm so low. God, I'm low. Anyway, the important thing is the president's a hero. So
That's true.
That's true.
We can never forget that.
Dude, he was on Time magazine.
Oh, yes. I saw this today.
And it was, granted, you know, there is peace in the Middle East for now. And I'm not going to take anything away from the president. He did free some hostages, and there is an exchange of hostages, people that are back home with their families, regardless of which side you think is right or wrong. You have to admit, human life is precious, and they're, you know, being back to their families. But I'm convinced this president is doing this just for the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm convinced he's just doing it just for the wreck. He's got Obama rent-free in his head. He's just like, I want to do the
he just
same
wants
thing.
to do everything Obama.
So then he gets on the cover of Time magazine, And if you did what he did, I would assume you get a nice picture of him looking presidential triumphant. But the picture is him, which is the worst angle.
I haven't seen the picture yet.
The
Hold on.
worst angle, bro, from turkey neck up,
Oh, damn. They really did do him kind of dirty, didn't
and
they?
they show his hair glistening. It looks like it looks like he's bald. And the president was on Truth Social saying, "This is the worst photo of all time. What the hell's wrong with you? You made me look bald and fat. What are you doing?"
That's so
and
funny.
the picture is definitely a troll move. Out of all the pics, he took that one.
That
He's showing his neck pussy and his fucking bald head.
That's honestly really
Let me
funny.
see.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. That's so funny.
Isn't that funny?
That's oh man, kudos to Time Magazine. That's really funny. Yeah, I saw him complaining about it. Disappeared my hair. It's just it's a trick of the sunlight, but it does reveal how thin that hair is.
Of course, he should be thin. He's 80.
Yeah, he's 80. He looks like an 80-year-old.
Like, dude, that is the worst angle. Like, dude, like, oh my god.
But when people talk about like when he's insists that he's such a great deal maker and stuff, it's like you can't you couldn't figure out how to not get Time Magazine to do this.
oh my god, he could have been preemptive and been like a High Time magazine. I'm assuming you're going to do an article on this. These are my photos that I feel like are, I guess, approved. They can say no, but at least you can say, "Hey, I tried." But that one is one of the worst photos ever taken of any political leader I've ever seen.
Really good
And
stuff.
that includes JFK getting his head blown off.
Yeah.
At least he was in a nice car.
God, that's good. That's really
That's
funny.
so funny. Isn't it funny?
And it's also funny because it's like that he's vain. Like everybody knows that he's
yeah.
vain and he's gonna have a problem with this. And so yeah, he's like your friend who you post a bad picture of being like, "Why would you do this to me?
I know. Why would you do this to me?
Why would you do this
You
to
give
me?"
me time. You give me person of the year. They also give Hitler.
Hitler.
They gave me, honestly, in his defense, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, you post a picture of me looking like this. I'm livid.
I got a hostage exchange.
Are we cool? That's what I'd say. Are we cool?
I was person of the year, and this is what you do to me?
Is that how you're doing me?
You show my neck pussy and my fucking thinning hair?
Yeah, that's very funny. It's also sort of indicative of how sort of toothless the sort of like liberal media is, where it's like, this is the best we can do.
Yeah, this is the only way we can get back at him.
This is all we can
I have
do.
to give him the props.
This all we can do is make him look bad. We can use his worst angle.
And all due respect, no one will look good under those circumstances. No one. I mean, I've seen pictures of me, even on the from a certain angle. I'm like,
We should get. If I were Obama, I would recreate this exact angle and be like, "See, I look fine.
yeah, I
Look at me, I look good.
Oof, that's bad.
You should start playing basketball."
Oh yeah. He had his last episode with Marc Maron. Did you watch it? I don't know.
The last episode
The last
was
episode
with Obama. He brought Obama back.
Yeah, back for the last episode. He went to his place and
So is it over now? Is it done?
it's done.
Oh.
Finally, some room for us.
Yeah.
Finally.
Hey, there's a new garage podcast in town.
Hey, stamps.com. Need a friend?
Huh?
We're right here.
I know you're desperate
We're
for
right.
somebody to do ad reads, and we'll do them.
You know, Marc Maron, I give him his props. I listened to lots and lots of Marc Maron throughout, I guess, the last 10, 12 years. On treadmills, on fucking car rides, on walks with my dog, you name it. And I will say he is both a pioneer and brutally responsible for the demise of America because he gave us all a voice and a chance for us to sell tickets or have an outlet, have a little bit of control in your own hands. Whether it's happening or not, you have control. And then you get, and then the bros figured it out and we're like, hey.
Yeah, if you've ever seen one of our clips and been like, "What the fuck is this?" You could thank Marc Maron.
You can thank Marc Maron. Yeah.
Marc Maron
And
did
if you're
that.
like, well, how do these white supremacists have a voice? You can also thank Marc Maron.
Thank Marc Maron.
Yeah, well, I'll see him around in Highland Park. I saw him a couple times.
That's cool.
Yeah, I should have been, hey, man, need a guest?
Yeah. I heard you're almost done. If you need anybody, for that last week.
If anyone drops out, let me know. If anyone, Christopher Guest or
Obama,
or fucking, or maybe Judd Apatow. If any of them can't make
if any
it,
of them can't make it,
I'll pop by with some.
I'll be
Bubba-
just as good.
Yeah, I'll pop by.
I'm
with,
just as interesting.
I'll pop by with some Bubba Grandma's pizza, and we can do
Some wings
some
and
wings, and
chop it up.
and
Just
chop.
chop
And
it
you can
up.
ask those questions, hard-hitting questions like, "Who are you and what do you do?" You do stand up apparently.
Yeah. Instead of asking who are your guys, he'll say, "Who are you, guy?"
Yeah. Who are your guys? Wow. Who are my guys? You wouldn't know them. In fact, they're no longer in the business.
Yeah.
They've all quit as they should. Because
My guys, they're Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Jorge Polanco, etc.
Oh man. Well, what's new with you, buddy? Aside from
Dude, nothing.
soon plans
Just
traveling across the country.
All I've been doing lately is watching Mariners games. I watched, that 15 inning Tigers game. Maybe the best baseball game I've ever watched. Couldn't enjoy it one bit.
I wouldn't say it's the best. I think it was too much of a nail. I felt like, oh man, bases loaded, no outs. Can someone fucking end this thing?
Oh, it was incredible.
For both teams? This is fucking garbage. Someone get a hit here. Someone bunt someone across. You fucking. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
If your team wins and you're next to your father, is there a hug? Is there an embrace? Is there we did it, Dad? Is there anything?
I probably wouldn't be. He doesn't really care about sports.
No.
Really.
Never threw the ball around.
I mean, no, he cared about like playing sports, but he doesn't like watch.
He wouldn't have like a
sports.
tear shed his eye. Nothing.
I don't
He'd be
think
like,
so.
Hey, we did it.
No, I think he'd be like, cool. He'd be like, oh, you seem happy about it. That's great.
Oh.
No, I'll be on
the streets.
on the
acting
streets.
belligerent.
Yeah, getting locked up for the night. Hopefully.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Why go? Why not? Yeah. Yeah. My dad was never. My dad was as we discussed before, into professional wrestling.
That's right. Yeah.
Couldn't care less about the local sports teams than any sport, but had some strong feelings about Paul Bear and the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And
Who are his guys?
he loved Hulk Hogan. He loved
The classic.
Yeah, he loved
Yeah.
Bret Hart.
Okay.
He loved the good guys.
The good guys. Okay.
The Ultimate Warrior.
He was a face man.
He was a face man. He loved the face, not a heel. He loved a face.
He loved a face.
Who doesn't love a face?
Not a foot guy.
Have you been doing any? Did you finally download Sora? Have you checking out what's going
No,
on?
I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it. And I'm already mad about how much Sora crap is in my feed.
I know it's already starting. Where I'm
Yeah.
like, some of it, I'm like, oh, this one's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's happened a couple of times where Maddie will be like, oh, check this out. And I'll go, it's Sora. And she's like, damn it. They got me.
She's getting fooled?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. She hasn't. Well, she just hasn't recognized the logo yet.
Yeah, but they're gonna get rid of that soon.
I know. That's going to be.
Then we're really cooked.
And then we're fucked. Yeah.
We're so cooked.
I know. I'm going to have to question every like dog. Because that's a lot. So far, everything that's fooled her has been like a dog or a cat video.
Right.
Because it's like, it's a little, I think it's a little easier to fake a cat or a dog doing something funny than a person. And yeah, she'll show it to me and I'll go, that's Sora. And she goes, fuck,
Yeah,
they got me.
I got hit with a couple of Murray Povich, you are not the father, but with dogs. And the dogs just celebrate and have a good time because it's not his, fucking mixed bugle, fucking pug mix or whatever. And the dog's going crazy. I'm just like, that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's a funny idea, I guess.
And then I look at the views. It's got 3 million. And look at all the likes. It's got fucking millions and fucking tons of. I just love the comments are just full of like, ha ha ha, this is great. Now this is what AI is for. One goes, is this real? Like, it's a lot of this real. When did this happen? This would be a great idea.
Have you
We're so cooked.
have you
Boomers
started-
are so cooked.
Have you started making videos with?
No, I'm not prompting my way into that.
Yeah, good.
Just because but here's the thing: where does technology go from here? What do we do? I don't get it. Stand-up's dying online.
Yeah.
All the views are not happening.
No.
There's too many podcast clips, which by all means
Well,
follow us.
we're doing our part to
doing our
make the world
part.
a worse place in that small way.
So what's gonna happen? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm hoping there's sort of a little bit of a what's the word where you go back pendulum swing the other way where people want to have a real life experience in a room. Like I'm holding out hope that people want to go to shows because everything on the internet is fake and they're like, if I go to this place, I can see real people talking.
Right.
But I don't know.
I read that some of these studios are like finally caving. That they're like, we're just going to make our own app that is vertical, like portrait, kind of like videos,
vertical videos,
and just shoot mini series that are like 3 minutes long, 2 minutes long, 4 minutes long, and just hire creators. And instead of competing, putting our stuff on Instagram, we're just going to have our own app, which is like the Warner Brothers hire creators to create mini series, say, hey, here's $100,000. Do what you're doing on Reels, but do it here and do it exclusively here, and you get a partial ad revenue, and there's going to be a subscription basis. So you don't have ads. So I think every creator is going to have to sign deals and be like, "Ooh, I'm only on here now." It's going to be just like how it is compartmentalized on television.
Yeah,
that's how things going to happen. I think stand-ups will go there too. I think stand-ups will be like, if you want to see Jim Gaffigan clips, you have to go here. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's going to be weird.
It's going to get weird.
Everything's changing for the phone.
Yeah.
Everything's changing.
Everything's for your damn because these kids these days won't get off their damn phones, and neither will I. Frankly, I can't stop looking at the fucking thing.
It's so many bright colors.
I know.
Just chimps.
I'm part of the problem. I can't stop looking at the phone.
Are you and your lady? Do you wake up in the morning and you're both on your phones immediately, or do you go? Do you at least kiss and say morning?
There's at least a hello.
There's at least a hello.
At least and a handshake.
The handshake.
Yeah, we keep it pretty proper.
Good
snooze. And in fact, she will get mad at me if I start looking at my phone before I give her a kiss hello.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, there was like not that long ago, there was a warning. She was like, "You're being weird," and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
It's just so easy because you check the time, and
then
like,
what's going on?
So someone commented.
This dog is not the father. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, well, let's see what's happening here. I have like a cycle. I check a few apps, and then I'm checking like I've woken up one time and just be like, check eBay notification. Now I'm just looking at.
Now I'm 4 pages deep in single stitch Mariners t-shirts. Yeah.
Are you?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh wow,
that's been a quest of mine for a while. And now Maddie's got me on the hunt. She knows that I love looking for stuff on Depop, so she's got me on the hunt for waterproof like pullover.
Why?
For the rain.
Oh, I thought you meant like a Mariners one.
No, not Mariners specifically, but just like a waterproof pullover.
Nice.
Kind of anorak style thing.
So what's going on in the news? Hostages freed. The president's mad. The baseball teams are winning. It's a beautiful time. And
I am really kind of tunnel focused on baseball. If nothing, I don't know if it's good or bad that I've now completely ignored the news cycle.
I think it's because the news cycle is so horrendous.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to look at it anyway.
No one's the side that's cheering. You're not happy for, and then you kind of just want to have something like kind of like a win.
Yeah,
and you're watching your team win.
Yeah, let's see. What's the top story on New York Times? Trump targets Democratic districts by halting billions during shutdown. Ugh, boy, what's going on with the Mariners? That's how I feel. You know what I mean?
You ever like have these moments where you just feel your age? Like you're just like, oh man, my brother's birthday was a couple days ago, and I'm like, how old are you? To my brother, and he's like, 35. I'm like, oh my god,
you're 35. But you're a fucking baby.
You're a little Lou. You're my brother Lou. You're little Lou.
You're wee I'm like, little wait Louie.
A sec. And then you just say something like, I'm 44. I'm like, oh my God. He's born 1989. I was born 81. I was like, fuck. You're like a man. On my mind, I'm like, he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, you still looking for a part-time job? I'm like no, what? No.
I have 3 kids.
Just like, and then we're just talking and just be like, I had like a pep talk to him about like, I think we talked about this before with NVIDIA and stock and stuff like that. I'm like, the boomers, they, like our parents, maybe I can't speak for yours, but at least a lot of boomers' parents, I'm sure your parents did the same thing. They bought a house for like 150 grand.
Yeah.
And now it's worth $1 million. And I think this is our time. And we're like, oh, we'll never own a house. What's our investment? It's like, it's truly tech stock.
Tech stock, if you're lucky. Labubu.
Yeah.
Maybe you got in on the ground floor of Bitcoin.
Yeah, but seriously, if you think about it, like, I guess if I put 50 grand into fucking all this tech stock,
then maybe by the time I'm old enough to retire, I'll have something.
Yeah, I'll sell it off like my parents sell their house off for $2 million or $1 million. I'll sell off my stock for $2 million. So I guess we're in the same boat. The only difference is I'm renting the whole way. Yeah,
you're renting the whole way, and at any minute it could collapse. But I guess it's the same with the housing market. We saw it once.
So as much as we think boomers screwed us, we're like, oh, you guys bought a house for $100 grand and now it's worth $2 million. They could look at us like, I don't understand anything with the tech stocks. You could have bought NVIDIA stock for $5 a share, and then you could be fucking $1 million.
Yeah, you could say that about the stock market at any point, but you could never live in a stock.
That's right. Yeah, but I think the exponential growth, things are happening so fast. I think you can get rich faster.
Maybe.
Because think about it, NVIDIA was like maybe, I don't know, it was like $10 a share 4 years ago. And now it's worth 200.
4 years ago?
Maybe 5 years ago.
Wow.
I don't know. So it's like things move. I feel like things are moving too fast.
Things are, and that's the sign that we're unk.
No.
Things are moving too fast.
Things are moving too.
Gays can get married now.
Women are becoming men and men are becoming women. No, thank you.
No thanks.
No. You know, I was thinking about this. Like, it must be tough. There's a specific type of gay person that it only exists. I think it exists in America where it's like the gay boomer.
Gay boomer.
That's
goomer.
Yeah, the goomer. That's crotchety gay. That's like 60. That hates how easy young kids have it.
Yeah.
He's saying stuff like, "Really? You just swipe away, and just some guy just shows up at your front door." You know, You didn't
have to learn any sort of secret code of foot taps or hankies.
Yeah, I had to blow a married man under a bridge. And you guys just swipe away and it just comes to your door and then food shows up?
Yeah, your DoorDash brings lube.
If I wanted to be a woman, I put on a dress and I hid it from people. You guys just become women? No.
Not on my watch.
It's not fair. And honestly, I think that straights do this to us too. Like, oh, you just swipe away and you meet people?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grandpa. I'm fucking Grandpa. Sorry, I'm not limited to the 4 women who grew up in my small town.
Yeah, but they were probably having more sex. They weren't scared of any STDs back then. Pre-80s?
I don't think they were having more
Pre-80s?
sex. I don't think
70s?
people were
Come on, they were having sex in 70s. A lot of sex in 70s.
People in the city, maybe. But I think you get 5 miles outside of the city, if you're lucky, you met a girl in high school and you had sex with her for the rest of your life.
Yeah, maybe. But I think if you look at, like a young man in the 70s and then a young man now, the young guy in the 70s is having way more sex, even though he's met his high school sweetheart. The kids today, oh God, they sound old.
Yeah,
are like
kids these days.
I'd say young guys today are all incelly and on video games, and they're not doing anything.
They're not doing anything.
They're just they're proud gooners.
They're gooning.
Back then, it's like we used to get. Today, it's revered to be a gooner. Like, you're out there tugging it, have fun, king. Spit on, go ape shit on yourself. When we were
tug
young,
away,
tug the night away. Go have some. Don't talk to women. They break your heart. They're all backstabbing.
Yeah, they just
bitches.
want your money that you don't have.
Yeah, just tug it, play some Call of Duty, and go to bed.
Call it a night.
But when we were kids, they'd be like, "Don't tug it too much. You have hair on your palms."
Yeah. Like that'd be so bad.
Yeah,
I've been tugging it my whole life trying to get hair on my palms. I'd give a better grip on things if I had hair on my
shave
palms.
my palms. I don't care.
I don't give a shit. Do you want to? Sorry, I just remembered that I found this thing about. Shout out to Jane Goodall. R.I.P. Jane Goodall.
R.I.P.
Are you familiar with the Gary Larson cartoon incident?
No, what's this?
So you know Gary Larson, Far Side, the Far Side cartoons.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know about You know what Far Side cartoons are.
I know what Far Side is, the hip hop group. 93 till
no,
Infinity.
Hold on. Let me show you a Far Side cartoon. You've definitely seen Far Side cartoons. They're famous. They're some of the most famous cartoons. They look like this.
Oh, yeah.
So in the 80s, he printed a Jane Goodall, or a cartoon that had a cartoon of 2 chimpanzees grooming, in which one discovers a blonde hair and says, conducting a little more research with that Jane Goodall tramp. And the Jane Goodall Institute called the cartoon an atrocity. But Jane Goodall was in Africa, didn't see any of this, and actually thought it was funny. And invited him to her research facility in Tanzania. And while he was there, he was attacked by a chimpanzee named Frodo. Isn't that funny?
That's kind of fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also good to know she had a sense of humor.
Dude, yeah. Chimpanzees will rip your fucking face off.
I'll rip your face off. Did you watch Chimp Crazy?
No.
Me neither. It's a documentary on...
Is that that woman that had like a pet chimp and it killed her?
I don't think this one is about the one who killed her, because she's in it. This documentary, she's in it. She's got chimps, and I think I think they've fucked her up, but I don't think they've killed her.
That's the one thing about Sora is that like soon enough, all these studios are going to like say you can't use the image of our cartoons or whatever, and celebrities are going to file lawsuits being like, hey, I'm Will Smith, you can't make me skateboard naked or something crazy. Soon, you know what Sora reminds me of right now? It reminds me of early YouTube days. Remember OG YouTube? OG YouTube, I used to watch every episode of The Office on there.
Yeah, there was just stuff on there.
It was just stuff like complete violation.
Wild West.
Yeah, it was just like I could watch. I remember watching the whole movie of Shawshank Redemption on YouTube in parts.
Yeah.
And like there was no violation, no copyright violation. It was just wild. It was just kind of like there wasn't the surveillances today. I think Sora's like now where like I'm just gonna make celebrities do heinous things.
Yeah.
And then people are scrambling because things are moving too quick. And I think they're gonna hire lawyers to be like, hey, can you have to cease and desist having the image of this person because it could be detrimental to their work and yada yada.
Yeah, I haven't tried using it yet, but I imagine it's.
But now
it's already like that with like licensed characters.
There's like guardrails right now, but you know there's no guardrails against is animals. They're gonna make animals do everything. Horses skateboarding. Gorillas playing chess in Central Park. They're gonna be putting ducks.
I guess there's worse things you could do.
And then if I was,
I don't know.
and you know what? And what's gonna happen is there's gonna be people that don't know the difference if this is AI or not, and there's gonna be people that's like, hey, I got a pet porcupine. How come he's not fucking skateboarding?
Yeah,
How
I
do
see him online. This one knows karate. How come I can't teach my porcupine karate?
Hey, hello.
All he does is poke me with his friggin' quills.
I have a pig. How come he won't play chess with me?
Yeah, this pig has no idea how to load a bong. Oh, you know what I watched last night? I watched Not Another Teen Movie last night. Maddie and I watched Not Another Teen
Movie.
Yeah, you ever seen it?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, it fucking rips, dude.
Does it?
Yes, it's so good. It's so funny.
I don't remember it. What was in it?
It's like a spoof movie of teen movies. Yeah, but it's really funny, and it's like stacked cast. You got Chris Evans is the star. I guess end of list.
Okay. Yeah.
But other people you recognize. Molly Ringwald's there for a minute.
I'm not watching enough movies.
You gotta watch movies, buddy.
No,
Maddie and I watched 2 movies last night.
Which ones?
We watched She's All That, which is not another teen movie, is heavily drawing from that. So then we were like, as we were watching it, we were talking about the scenes in not another teen movie, and I was like, let's just watch that.
I think I'm just like kind of like bored of premises. Like I watched the Glenn Powell.
Chad Powers.
I
watched a couple episodes of that,
and I was like, Mrs. Doubtfire with football. Next.
That one's also just not very good.
Next.
It's kind of disappointing. And
his dad works in the prosthetics for movies. Now he's gonna there's holes in his plot. He has no ID.
No ID. Well, he got from the kid on campus. They got him a fake ID. But
I'm out.
You know the in that show, the daughter, the coach's daughter, who's also an assistant coach, Mark Sanchez's wife.
Really?
Yeah. Big year for her.
Yeah, she's got a
lot of ups and downs.
She's got a lot of things to explain and talk about this year.
Yeah.
He's not doing too well.
No, I haven't caught up. Are there updates on this?
No, but he did waddle out of the hospital with a sling on, and he was like kind of like, yeah, I just my lawyers are taking care of this or whatever. I don't know. They're gonna try to make him a victim for this.
Yeah, they're gonna try, but buddy.
I know.
Why were you yelling? Why were you again? He's
doing wind sprints. No, hey, buddy, you can't be drunk doing wind sprints and attack a 16-year-old in mine for removing grease traps from the back of a restaurant.
I just don't think that this man who was trying to do his job was the aggressor. I just don't think so.
Well, he was smaller and older, and you are a former
and
athlete.
at work.
So if that doesn't scream guy at fault, I don't know what does.
I don't know what does. Yeah. Sorry.
If an elderly man has to work and he's just doing his job, and there's a drunk football player at CTE just doing wind sprints, and you say, "Who do you think is the guilty one? Who do you think attacked
who
first?
Who do you think started this fight?"
The old man. The old man took a break and said, I'm going to branch my knife and kill this guy.
Yeah, the guy who was our generation's gladiator, or just some guy trying to do his job.
These athletes, man, they're just like, I think they just think they're invincible. They don't know what it's like to be a struggling comedian.
Yeah. Well, I
Doing
bet,
shit
I bet they
gigs.
feel invincible because I sort of still feel like that, even though I know it's not true.
When you were you started out here, right? Not in Seattle?
Doing stand-up?
Yeah.
No, I started in Seattle.
Was there ever a gig?
Technically, I started in Spokane.
Was there ever a gig you were like, a paid gig, you're like, this is the worst experience of my life? Or this is terrible?
Paid? No. But I did have a really
Like
bad
a gig.
gig.
Like you're like, oh my God, this is fucking brutal.
Yeah, I had a pretty bad one. My friend, I'd been doing stand-up for like 6 months. And my friend worked for like a production company that did like concerts and stuff. And he just texted me and was like, hey, do you want to come do stand-up at this show at the Knitting Factory in Spokane? Which is like,
Sounds cool.
yeah, it's like a cool venue. I think it's probably like, 500 person venue. He was like, it's a music show, but I just was talking to my boss and like, we're going to have time after doors where nobody's on stage. So if you want to come out and like do stand up for a little while, like, come on, if you can be here in an hour, you can do it. And I was like, sick.
And you were so excited, just
Yeah.
flooring it.
Oh, of
Flooring
course.
it.
I was so pumped.
How old are you?
21, 22.
Live with your folks or no?
I was in school.
You're in school,
So
okay.
this was in Spokane. So I was living, in a house with some dudes. And
Also, an excuse to get out of the house is great.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And a gig, and I go and I get there and they're like, and first of all, I show up and I see the marquee is, it was either Lamb of God or Norma Jean. Either way, like a metal band.
Metal band.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay,
Wait, before you or after you?
after me. Like that's the band that's playing. And me, we're talking about me, little goofy,
Quirky.
jock, dork, Christian college goober.
Just want to say to everybody, as much as you think like, hey, metal fans and comedy, that sounds like a great crossover. It really isn't.
It's not.
Yeah,
And
guys.
in general, people there to see a concert, not exactly ready.
They like listening, but they also like moshing and bashing and
Yeah.
drinking and not sitting there quietly paying attention, listening to the subtle intricacies of humor.
Yeah.
Not really their cup of tea.
And I get there, and they're like, yeah, just go ahead and just go, and we'll tell you when to stop. And I was like,
no light, nothing.
no, like, you'll give me a signal? And they're like, yeah, we'll just, just go out there and just go, and we'll let you know.
So who are you opening for?
This metal band.
Like no one's introduced you. Nothing. You just hey, I'm Brent.
Somebody comes out and introduces me.
Oh my God, you.
But they're like, we don't know how long we need you to do.
Did you have long hair at least? Maybe you look like one of them.
No, I did not. I did not have long hair. I did not look like one of them. They said, "We'll, just start talking, and we'll let you know when to finish." And at this point,
What year were we talking here? 2009.
2008 probably.
Oh no.
Again, I've been doing stand up for maybe 6 months.
Sorry for all the questions. I'm trying to get a vision.
No,
of
no,
it.
yeah,
Are,
no,
are people
gotcha.
standing? Is anyone sitting?
Mostly standing. So
it-
it's like standing room, and then there's kind of like a bar area where there are people sitting, and there are people already like pressed up to the front waiting for the band.
Oh my God. There's guys like at the guardrail.
Yeah.
Where's fucking death rabbit?
Yeah. Where's Norma Jean or Lamb of God or whatever it was. And so I go out there and
Oh my God. What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
I'm like a hoodie.
okay.
Wearing like a hoodie.
So their first thought was like this: the roadie.
Probably
The
a
roadie's gonna make an
baseball
announcement.
hat.
The roadie's making an announcement. Guys, no stabbing, no fingering.
Well, they introduced me. They're like, we have a comedian to talk to you. And I
gosh.
come out there and I'm like, hey. And I don't remember what I said, but I had one thing where I should have just been hyping the crowd up. Like I shouldn't have been trying. I know now I shouldn't have not have been trying to do bits. But I go out and I say something like, hey, it's Wednesday, fuck your job. And everybody's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. I got him. And I start doing my bits.
So you guys ever noticed?
Yeah. Yeah. You guys
ever noticed?
you ever get drunk with your friends and they want to get in a fight,
Yeah, and you're like, no, let's take this on the court, or I don't know what your jokes are when you're a kid.
I don't remember either.
And
but
then what happened? Was any?
Oh, I'm immediately bombing. Like I look down at one point and there's a guy in the front row with his fingers in his ears.
like make it stop?
Yeah.
But But this is a metal fan.
Yes.
They're used to the loudest
They're used to the
noises.
loudest shit. And I've clearly lost the crowd. I just kind of,
Are there any boos?
No booing, but just like a lot of people not paying attention. At one point, in one of my jokes, I had a part where I said, "We can't go back to jail." It was, a story that I used to tell about my friends trying to get in a fight.
Are you yelling at the jokes?
I think I'm just
When
kind of
you're young, you're kind of like, I'll get them with loudness. That'll grab their attention.
I think maybe a little bit, but at one point I say like, "We can't go back to jail," and somebody in the crowd goes, "What did you go to jail for?" And I don't remember exactly what I said, but I did imply that I had non-consensual sex with his mother.
No, that's not you.
I know.
That's the part I'm really mad
I
about.
know.
That's not you.
I know.
That's not your game.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
Why would you say that to a metal guy?
I don't know. But then I'm up there and I run out of things to say. Because again, I have maybe 8 minutes of material.
The sweat running down your hairy body.
I have nothing else to say.
You're the hairiest body. Must have been sweating so much.
And I look up to where the sound booth where the guys are who told me to, go and tell us stop. And I'm kind of like, "Hey, you guys want me to keep going?" And I see him making some sort of hand signal, but it's dark. I can't tell what it is. And so I was like, "Does that mean keep going? Like, do you want me to, like," I'm asking, like, "Should I keep going?" And he goes, "Yes, this means keep going. Not that anyone wants you to."
On the mic?
On the mic. Gets a bigger laugh than anything I said.
Oh my God.
I'm up there. I don't know. I kind of blacked out after that. I don't remember what I said after that. But then I get off stage and my friend's like, "Hey, so I was kind of like in the crowd, like while you were up there, and you should go out the back."
Oh, like get out of here.
Yeah.
Because you had sex with his mother. He's like really.
Yeah. There's some
angry.
people out there who are like mad. So you should go. You should go out the back.
And you snuck out of the back.
No, I went through the crowd.
Fucking A.
I was like, "I'm fine."
I'm fine. And then what happened?
Nothing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just like everyone's like, there's the guy. There's the loser.
But yeah, the only part of that story that I'm proud of is that I was like, "No, I'm going to walk through the crowd. I know I bombed.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to do anything about it. I'm not scared of these fucking dorks who are here to see some metal show." So I walked out through the crowd and yeah, it's probably the worst gig I've ever done.
You know what they all thought? They thought, that fucking loser. He's never going to play the local Spokane Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Watch. And you know what? You're going to prove him right one day.
Yeah. Hey, I've featured there.
Hey, I've done non-paid spots
Yeah,
there.
I've hosted a whole weekend there,
Hey.
slept on a friend's couch, made $100.
And had a basket of fries and wings, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
At
the
50%
green
off.
room in there's got a lot of candy, and I took some of it home.
Yeah. I got paid myself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. It's interesting that like how when you're young in the arts, everything seems, we don't have this sort of governor for like bad. Don't worry.
Just to know like this is not actually
worth your time.
Yeah.
Like it, but at the same time, you have to throw that sort of barometer out and say, just do it all.
Just
'Cause
do it.
You need the experiences. You need the sort of failure. You need
you need
experience.
to know you can bomb that bad and just kind of be like, well, I'm fine.
Also, you create a callus, like a performer callus. You're like, I once bombed from a metal band. I can do a comedy club that's a little rowdy on a Saturday night. It's fine.
My friend once described like the early days of doing stand up as you get bashed into a shape that is funny.
Yeah. Now I've been doing comedy a long time. I'm an old goat that's seen many a mountain. Okay? Even though I don't look it because I've avoided all substances of all kinds.
Right. And now you've got a good skincare routine.
Thank you, Malin Goats. I'm going to keep using your promo codes with different emails.
And we'd love for you to sponsor us. Honestly, if we get Malin and Goats, if you know anyone at Malin and Goats,
I will literally,
for the love of God,
I will smear it on my friend here on camera.
God.
There's so many bad gigs I've done, and there's so many more about to be done.
Yeah. We're not done with bad gigs.
This one is you won't believe how bad this is.
Okay.
One thing I will say about people that run stand-up comedy shows, their heart's in the right place. They're like, I think stand-up would be good for this event.
Yeah.
I think stand-up would be good for this group of people.
They're
this town."
optimistic.
They're optimistic. What they don't know is that these people don't want to hear me or anyone, let alone me. There was a small, just north of the city, there was where I started in Toronto, just north of the city. There's like a lake community, a bunch of lake houses, right? Everyone has lake houses. They go up there in the summer, and as a result, you have all these communities houses. So then you have.
Is this the Falconer story?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
Yes, you've told me this. You've done it on the pod. I mean,
Have I really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, maybe I shouldn't tell the story.
Yeah. Go back to episode.
Did I do that really?
Yeah, you told me the whole story.
Oh man. Well, how about another story?
Okay, yeah, give me another one.
So again, another lake community.
Okay, lake community. Don't take lake community gigs. That's
Just
what we're
north of
learning.
the city.
Yeah.
Me and a buddy, we drive, and we're just driving, and it's getting. You see less buildings, more trees. We're like, where are we going? We roll up, and we're like, where is this place? We look at the gig sheet. It says it's like, oh, what the fuck? And this is back in the day we had like these the Garmins.
Yeah.
The GPS.
TomToms.
The TomToms. And then TomTom says you have to go through this one thin dirt road through all this green. I'm like, is it down this street? Is that even a street? It's a dirt road. I'm
Yeah.
like, we show up. It turns out to be a Native American Indian reservation.
Okay.
We don't. Now, in the Canada, the reservations there, they can be kind of sad.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of poverty, a lot of drug use.
Uh-huh.
We show up, and it's in this community center. And I'm just like, uh-oh. Everyone's really drunk. A lot of Native Americans there. They're just like, look, city boys. I was like,
Native Canadians, First Nations.
First Nations. Thanks for the land.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no land acknowledgement back then, which I think at that point would be fitting, but they probably look at it as like an insult.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we
Yeah,
got it.
okay.
Did you do that with your condo? But anyway, so we go and we're like, oh man, there's just a fight broke out with two guys. The bar had like a sort of a spread of halibut and fish, stuff that was just caught that day.
Yeah.
Which seems fresh, but a piece of me is kind of like, what's the regulations here? Because you can buy loose cigarettes here for $1. What is there no rules on the
Sounds
res?
cool.
On the resis, are there any rules?
Yeah,
I
what are the res rules when it comes to food
I know there's
service?
freshwater fish here. I should not doubt it, but I don't know what's happening here. So me and my buddy, this guy Johnny Guardhouse, very funny comic, we're like, okay, I'm middling, he's headlining, and the host is just the guy, some guy. Mm-hmm. So this guy, he's like, all right, who's headlining? And I go, Johnny, okay, you're on first. Okay, cool. So actually, I'm hosting, and I'm supposed to bring Johnny two-man show. So I go up there, just bombing. I'm like, what the fuck, right? So then I'm about to bring up Johnny, and the guy running the show was like, I was like, oh. And I'm just like, people are like kind of not paying attention. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So the guy who's running the show goes, oh, okay, we're going to bring up yada yada to talk to you guys. Mm-hmm. Comes out with a guitar.
Uh-oh.
And he goes, we all know what happened to, and he says some name. And everyone's like kind of nodding their head. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, we don't all know.
And I just wrote this little ditty. I just want to we want to say goodbye to our friend.
You did this in between your set and the next guy?
5-minute power ballad for a dead buddy who got stabbed on the reservation.
Oh.
And
just what you want in between giggles.
Just like going. It's just like going. I'm just like, my buddy's headline is like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, I didn't know he was going to do that. So then I bring up, he's all done. Mm-hmm. And then I bring up my buddy Johnny. Johnny goes up there. He goes, all right, okay. How do we follow that? I was like, what the fuck? So then I go backstage. It's like a little like a little curtain in backstage.
Yeah.
And I look at the guy with the guitar, and he's just reading like a piece of paper. I was like, what you read? Are you gonna go up after? He's like, are you gonna do some time after? And he goes, I didn't do fucking time. I did no fucking time. I go, no, I mean like go on stage after. Like,
Yeah.
are you looking at jokes or something? He goes, no. And it was just like a note from his dead buddy
What the fuck?
that he was reading.
The fuck?
And just kind of like getting emotional and kind of like, whatever.
You just walked into like a wake and they were like, okay, do your jokes, funny man.
So my buddy's on stage bombing. I bombed terribly, truly terribly, where guys were like yelling obscenities to me. Just fucking, one guy was just like dropping beer bottles, people playing pool, laughing. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
So Johnny's on, my buddy Johnny's on. And then all you see is the guy do the power ballad go like this when he's on stage. Hold on a second. Everybody, if you know, these boys ain't cheap, so if you want to help out, just do us a favor and just leave some money, and puts a bucket in front of him to collect money before the show to pay us.
Wait, like during
his set. Now, granted, I want to say this though. At least
he's trying to get you paid.
Well, yeah. So then, as he's on stage, some guy drops change in there. Another guy just drops change in there. Canada, it's a lot of change.
Yeah, a lot of toonies, loonies.
A lot of change in Canada.
Yeah, you guys love your coins.
And every time he's up there talking, clang, 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 clang. One guy, like left like his business card. Just guys are leaving stuff that's not cash.
Yeah.
Like, I think you would like this. Here's a coupon.
Here's an IOU.
Here's a coupon. Here's this.
Here's $1 off Quiznos.
Here's that. You know, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? So then we're done. I was like ready to say goodbye. The guy comes back, another power ballad, to say goodbye to his friend, and reads the note.
A new one?
Another one.
A new song. This guy wrote 2 original songs.
I don't know if they're different, by the way.
He might have done the same song all over again. I rewrote the 3rd verse.
So then we're kind of like, oh my God. And then these guys are these drunk, big dudes, put his arms around me like, you're good. I like you. You're good. I'm like, thanks. Then to my buddy Johnny. And we're like, now we got to get paid.
Yeah.
Half the deposit was to the club that hired us. And the other half we have to collect.
Yeah.
He's like, hold on, let me check the bucket.
Oh no.
It was at least $500 we had to get out of this guy.
Yeah. I
think the deposit was like $500. It was 15 years ago. I'm just like, come on, man. Well, he's just counting change. I'm like, what the fuck? As we're waiting there, people are trying to feed me this halibut. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
He's like, come on. We just caught it. I'm like, I'm good.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I don't want there to be a power ballad about me.
Yeah.
I don't want. Remember we killed those 2 kids from the city.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's a song about it. Remember we killed them and we ate them.
Anyways, here's a song.
Here's a song. Anyway,
this guitar wasn't cheap. Throw some money in the bucket.
Hands me like a shopping bag, like a Ralph's grocery bag,
Full of cash.
Cash is a strong word.
Coins
and cash, and probably well wishes and threats.
Yeah.
Hands it, and then Johnny grabs it and he goes, "Thanks." I go, "Aren't you going to count it?" Fuck, I'm not going to count it. Fucking
Are
crazy.
you out of your mind?
If he shorts us,
We'll take what we can get. Yeah.
And bro, as we're getting in the car, we look over, and the whole show is watching us leave. There's like 25 people just watching us leave, like it was like like Get Out or something.
That's crazy.
And then we just got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
I'm like, why do we do this?
I don't know.
And I think I made like $60.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We drove 2 hours to get there.
Who books that?
I don't know. Yeah.
Can I get it? Do you think if I can hit him up?
Actually, I pitched him us to do gigs with him, and he said no.
No,
good.
that's fuck.
Good. Yeah. Well, that's a lot of time. You have any?
I got some headline jokes.
And no. You know what? If this gig happened today, we would do a land acknowledgement. We would. I'd probably, be more politically savvy, and they would have been like, "Yeah, fuck, yeah, you're right," and they've been on my side. But back then, I was just talking to.
You were just like, hey, you guys ever notice?
Back then, I used to have jokes about drinking, and I didn't drink.
That's crazy.
Because I thought that was fun.
That's
what guys my age do. We have jokes about, you guys ever drunk and you run home and everyone in the audience is like,
that's crazy. That's wow. What a fun wrinkle in the tapestry that is Eddie.
I know.
All right, I got some headline jokes here. 31,000 California Kaiser Permanente healthcare workers are set to go on a 5-day strike this week. What? Who's going to not answer the phones? Reality TV production in LA decreased by 21% last quarter. Not only are they not here to make friends, they're not here at all. I'm just realizing these are very LA centric. I hope you like them. Thieves broke into the LA offices of actor Charlie Hunnam and stole a stapler and a lamp. To replace the missing items, the star of Sons of Anarchy and Netflix's Monster has set up a GoFundMe. So go ahead and donate if you want to help him replace those things. Knott's Berry Farm was forced to close today due to inclement weather. Experts fear hundreds of dads might have to talk to their children.
Well, we had a good time.
I had a great time.
Well, I can only hope that.
Hey, I wish you the best, but also, freaking go Mariners, dude. Freaking go Mariners.
You do. If I swear to you, as a friend, as a podcast partner, dare I say, in a brother in many ways, if the Jays come back and win, and we're doing this podcast,
I'll come here and I'll shoot you with a gun.
I will. We can take a week off. We can. We can if you want, because you're more of a man than I am. You're more of a man than I am. You're reluctant. You wearing the hat, still insulting.
I wear the hat all the time.
And I have a problem with that as well. But let's get some non-denominational hats like Eagles and fucking cars or something. But if the Jays do come back, and they won't,
we don't know that.
We
knock on wood. Hey, we're not trying to jinx anything. The Jays are still very much in this series. Anything could happen. I'm praying for a specific outcome, of course.
Actually, you know what? You guys could lose 2 out of the 3 at home.
It's possible.
And then we have to go back to Toronto.
And then who knows? They got quite a lineup. They were the best team in the American League. We can't count them out.
You know what? I'll leave it with this. My wife was like, I want to get a new chair for the living room, maybe similar to the chairs you have in the studio for the podcast. You mind bringing in a chair and see how it looks? I was like, sure. And I brought that chair in to the room.
Oh, shouldn't have brought this
during
one
the
in.
game.
Not the one
and I was
I
like,
sit
it's
in.
his Mariner chair. That's why we're lost. It's your fault.
Courtney, if you're listening, and you're not,
Then you're not, nor should you.
it was your fault.
Yeah. That's what men do. Strong men do. They blame everyone.
They blame
but the
their
actual-
wives,
They blame their
specifically,
wives for
and their friends' wives.
what boys on a field do for lots of money. Anyway,
Anyways,
hit us up on social media. Follow us. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Be a good friend. We'll talk to you soon.
bye-bye.
Bye.